Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to That's Football. I hope you're all doing well. The Premier League is back and we are back with you live for these 3 o'clock games. They might not be the most glamorous. You know, I would agree with you there. They might not be the most glamorous, but we love football and that is what we're here to do, as well as have some nice Saturday afternoon chat. So I hope you're all doing very, very well. Of course, you are always very, very welcome on this channel. And we've got the North London derby going on tomorrow. Fancy Premier League, all the goals as they go in and general conversation as well. How are we doing? And of course, Manchester United, massive game against Burnley tonight. We'll be doing that live on the United Stand as well. Big shout out pro clubs, is it's always been like that, isn't it? You can be, oh, Man City are nearly 1-0 up, and they are 1-0 up. It's as simple as that. It's Phil Foden, and they're just too good for this league. Let's be honest, they're just too good for this league. 1-0 after 6 minutes. I don't know how Man City, you know what? I don't understand how Man City players celebrate so much. I mean, it's so fucking easy for them. They celebrate like they've scored the winner in the Champions League final. Like, it's so easy for them. They're so good. They're so far ahead. I think it's an assist for Doku. Is my thought. No, it's Kyle Walker. He's well on. It's Kyle Walker. Yeah, Kyle Walker, Phil Foden. That's a lovely finish from Foden, and it's just too easy. Probably game over in the Man City game. There's the league table for you. Nottingham Forest not even in the bottom half, so they don't need to be worrying about that. But Man City looking at another 3 points. Xander said that is so sad that the game is over before it started. To be honest with you, it was over before it was over in June. Let's be honest. Nottingham Forest going to Man City. This tie was over in June. I mean, Man City are that good now. You can look at well over the half their fixtures and say, just give them the points now. Luton home and away, Forest home and away, Bournemouth home and away, Sheffield United home and away. You know, they're just on a different level. They're on a different level. It's the mentality of a winner or somebody who wants to win. You don't just sit there and go, oh, it's fine. You know, to be fair, they play lovely football. I'll say they play lovely football. 2-0. Literally 2-0, just as I said that. But it's so easy for them. Like, they're carving this Forest side about. This is like, they're not even out of gear yet. It's just easy. Absolutely easy. It's embarrassing how easy it is for Manchester City. And I tell you what, here's a message to the Premier League that they won't want, and you can clip this up. It's Haaland who scored, it's Nunez with the assist. Send this to the Premier League. Best league in the world. You've got a big problem, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a team in this league that is devastatingly better than everybody else. So you think you've got the best league in the world, you've got a problem. You've got a league like the Bundesliga now. You've got a league that's entertaining behind the best team, which is way, way too good. And people say you weren't moaning when Man United were doing this. I don't think Man United were as dominant as Man City are. Like, Man City are, you know, as I lived it as a Man United fan, and we won a lot of Premier Leagues, but I don't think we were really, like, absolutely dominant, like, every single season. We had Liverpool compete with us, Arsenal, Chelsea. They are just completely dominant. You know they've won it in August. Like, you know they've won it in June. And the Premier League's got a big problem because they are too good. And I just don't see it letting up. Because every time people go, oh, Gundogan's gone now. De Bruyne's injured now. Like, last season, Jesus, Sterling, Zinchenko went and people thought, oh, you can't afford to lose those three. They go and win the treble. This season, Gundogan, Mahrez go. I think somebody else went as well. Doku, Nunez come in. Somebody else, Vardiel comes in. He just rotates that squad so well. And they're just on a different level to everybody else. Premier League's got a massive problem because there's not many people who actually enjoy watching Man City. The numbers will tell you that. But they are comfortably the best team in the league. And we've got a problem in this league because it is the best league in the world, but it's also the most predictable league in the world now with the Bundesliga. And Mark, do you ever see a manager being able to outplay, combat Pep's style of play? Also, do you think the Prem will slowly become diluted by Man City's dominance, says Abraham? I think it already is, Abraham. I think it's really And I just want to say, before I say this, I am a bitter, jealous bastard, like 100%. I don't need to pretend I'm not. Like, I am petulant, stubborn, and bitter when it comes to football. And I'm a Manchester United fan, and I hate not winning. And I'm sure Liverpool fans feel the same, and Arsenal fans feel the same. I can respect and understand how good Man City are, but I don't have to like it, and I can be bitter and jealous about it, because that's what rivalry is all about. So I will say that straight away. I am bitter and jealous about Manchester City, as I was bitter and jealous about Liverpool in the late 80s. It is what it is. That's what supporting your own team is all about. But to the question, where you said, do you think the Premier League will slowly become diluted by Man City's dominance? And do you ever see a manager being able to outplay Pep's style of play? The Premier League is already in trouble, because Man City, most people said Man City have won this league before the league even started. So they've already got a problem. They've got a problem with a team that everybody knows is going to win the league before it starts. Raised for charity. Apparently we've got a red card in the Wolves game. This would be tragic for me. It is. We have. Bloody hell. Luton could be heading to their first points of the season. Wolves are down to 10 men. And I'll tell you what, it's Bellegarde who's been sent off. But more importantly, what did I say on the podcast on the international break? We were talking about who the next manager is going to get sacked. And I said, they've played some good stuff, but their results aren't good. Gary O'Neill. Back on it. I'm just going to play this second half. I think people prefer the... Oh! Red card for Rodri! Red card for Rodri! Red card for Rodri. Get in the bin. This game's suddenly interesting. It's very interesting. I'm not so sure what happened, but let me keep an eye on it for you. He's gone. He's not happy. Let's have a look. I'm trying to keep an eye on this whilst playing out my second half. He's trying to get it appealed. I've just conceded a second goal on EAFC Pro Clubs. There's a lot of talk going on here. Clear red, says Fennick. It cannot be overturned. Oh, hands round the neck. Hands round the neck. Gotta go. Gotta go. Grabbed by the throat. Gotta go. That's what it's all about. He won't be getting that overturned. Yeah, he's gone. Wolves have scored against 10-man Luton. It could be a bloody nightmare. When it directly hits the hand. That is an absolute outrage. Clip me up on this. Wolves should be taking the Premier League to court, because that is fraudulent. Romero blocked Garnacho's shot with his arm outstretched. No penalty. Wolves player hits his leg, goes up onto his hand, penalty. How the hell is that happening in the same league, and how the hell is that fair? What is the point of VAR? What is the point of this league when in the very same season, virtually a few weeks apart, you've got contrasts in that? It's absolutely disgusting. And that's the problem with this league. Clip it. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I can't get my head around that. I'm not even a bloody Wolves fan. It's a disgrace.